Today we will be learning about the stages of curriculum planning in context to preparation. The curriculum development process systematically organizes what will be taught, who will be taught, and how it will be taught. Each components affects and interacts with other components. Definition of curriculum development is that the development is defined as planned, uh, purposeful, progressive, and systematic process to create positive improvements in the educational system. Every time there are changes or developments happening around the world, the school curriculum are affected. There is a need to update them to address the society's needs. Curriculum development has a broad scope because it is not only about the school, the learners, and the teachers. It is also about the development of society in general. In today's knowledge economy, curriculum development plays a vital role in improving the economy of the country. It also provides answers or solutions to the world's pressing condition and problems such as environment, politics, socio-economics, and other issues of poverty, climate change, and sustainable development. Stages of curriculum development in developing either a teaching or learning unit or an integrated curriculum. Varied decisions are made to work out a realistic curriculum by incorporating all the principles of good curriculum. The methodology to plan either a unit or total curriculum is to break down the systematic steps to ensure orderly thinking, to make possible a systematic study of the elements that compare such a plan, and to provide for a precise and careful study. The curriculum, the application, or the relevant principles are facts according to the Hilda Taba. The steps in developing a unit or curriculum is diagnosing needs, formulating specific objectives, selecting content, organizing content, then selecting learning experience, organizing learning experience, evaluating, checking for balance and sequence. In this, step one is diagnostic needs before planning curriculum. It helps in general analysis of problems, conditions, and difficulties. The purpose is to generate a new emphasis and new ideas about the curriculum by knowing through thoroughly from various sources such as students' cumulative records, teachers' recordings, parents' interviews, children's cases, and their IQ achievements. This kind of analysis of various aspects would lead to come out with a new concept of curriculum. Diagnosis leads to understand the prime needs at different stage of curriculum. In step 2, formulating specific objectives, it will be very comprehensive on the context, concept of or ideas to be learnt. Okay, attitudes, sensitivities, and feeling to be developed, ways of thinking to be reinforced, strengthened, or initiated, habits and skills to be mastered. Based on the diagnosis, the specific objectives are related to the concepts, ideas necessary to learn at the stage, particular aspects of thinking, attitude, skills, and so on. Third step is selecting the content based on the diagnosis of needs and tentative projection of objectives. It is much easy to go for the content selection. The objectives and needs provide a basic idea and guidance to select the relevant content. While selecting the content, it need to be planned meticulously. Selecting the topic, then selecting the basic ideas, selecting the specific content. The first task is to select the relevant topic through which the objectives formulated can be achieved unit by unit. The topic have to be finalized. What are different topics which can be covered under each subject, class and level. Then the ideas needed to pay attention to incorporate into the board content to suit the idea and topics. The specific content is planned to finalize the board ideas under the curriculum. Now next step is the content. Once the content is finalized, the content has to be organized systematically by keeping in view the few things like sequential order, concrete to abstract, simple to complex, known to unknown, immediate to remote, easy to difficult. In other words, it should follow inductive logical arrangement of the content and a psychological sequence. There should be connection between ideas, facts and relationship. Next steps are selecting and organizing learning experience with the content in hand. It is easy to plan for learning experience or activities. The criteria with which the content is drawn should provide or plan or visualize what students need to experience in order to acquire certain behavioral competencies and sequence of the experience. Care must be taken to include a variety of learning, that is reading, writing, observing, doing research, analyzing, discussing, tabulating, painting, and absorption. The learning experience are expected to be introduction, then opener, orientation, generally viewed at learning experience. At least 3 main stages should be involved. The learning strategies or activities introduced are essentially, first is introductory, and second for opening up, third for orientation. This includes few activities: providing diagnostic evidence for the teacher, help the students make correction with their own experience, arouse interest, provide concrete descriptive data, create involvement and motivation. By following these all approaches, learning experience can be selected and organized to facilitate learning while teaching any unit. Students can be involved actively and help them to make a connection to their personal experiences, connect to the community, or share the experience of their parents. Thus, a teacher plans learning experience by allocating tasks which are useful for the students and discuss the method by which to do. Development analysis study here the teacher plans learning experience by developing various dimensions of the subject. For instance, reading, researching them, analyzing the data, studying various kinds of finding the answers to their questions planned for their study. Generalization after developing the skill of analysis, and study, students will be able to generalize by putting together all the ideas and reformate them in their own way. Application, summary, communication, then finally the activities are designed to apply what has been learned to access and evaluate and set into a larger framework. Rhythm of learning activities in some of the curriculum patterns, some or the other mental activity is defectively developed that creates problems in intake period. Assimilation without integration, inhabit new learning and burden memory. A balanced curriculum is one where learning is balanced, which offers opportunities for mastery of knowledge and help in internationalization. It requires disciplined knowledge, analysis, and reflection. Thus, the rhythm of building feeling and meaning is also important. Next step is evaluating, determining the objectives, diagnosis or establishment of baseline for learning and appraising process and changes. There are varied approaches and method to evaluate to know the progress of the child. Mostly evaluation is in a way conditioners diagnosis along with the comparison of result. Even several informal devices can also be used to evaluate the outcome of the unit and curriculum on the whole. Finally, whether the objectives of the curriculum are achieved needs to be evaluated. This need to be seen. The last step is checking for balance and sequence. After completing unit by unit and the whole curriculum, it is needed to check the overall consequency among the parts or individual aspects. Every aspects need to be checked whether the core ideas are reflected in the content, whether the suitable learning experiences are planned for the content, and whether the overall achievement of objectives is planned for the overall progress of the topic. Thus, these are the basic steps necessary while designing a unit or the whole curriculum related to a subject or discipline, etc. Now, summing up with the curriculum development process encompasses the design and development of integrated plans for learning, the design of implementation of the plans, and of the evaluation of the plans, their implementation, and the outcome of the learning experience. The fundamental purpose of curriculum development is to ensure that students receive integrated, coherent learning experience that conclude towards their personal, academic, and professional learning and development. Thank you.